I don't know. It's there. It doesn't seem to matter where I put myself today. I need new eyeballs. Whatever. Deal with it. Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Katie. I am the owner and artist behind Salvaged by K. Scott. I make my living right here out of my home, painting and restyling found and thrifted furniture. I picked up this dresser on Facebook Marketplace for completely free this past weekend and spent the last few days making it pretty freaking cool again. As you can see, this is another mid-century modern style piece with great lines. It's seen some better days, so it's definitely in need of an update. It's in pretty good shape except for this bottom drawer that is falling apart and has obviously been attacked by a cat or a puppy at some point, but we can fix that. First things first, I'm going to put this drawer back together. I'm going to start by removing this old hardware. Although I love it, it is not going to lend itself to my new design. I'm just going to use a hammer and some needle nose pliers to remove these old staples. And now I have to line everything back up again. The bottom of the drawer sits in this track that runs around the exterior pieces. And then once I had everything lined up and put back together, I used my brad nailer to add a few new nails to the side where I had removed the previous failing staples. Next, I'm going to remove the rest of the hardware. And as always, the entire piece, inside and outside, is going to get a really good scrub down with some TSP. It is so important to clean your furniture before you paint it, not only to remove any dust bunnies, but also to remove any grease or grime, furniture polish residue, fingerprints. All of that stuff can really impact how your paint adheres to the surface. I'm using some Drydex all-purpose wood filler here to fill in the old hardware holes and also all of these nicks and gouges. And I did the same thing to fill in the veneer damage on the top of the dresser. Once the wood filler was dry, I went back and sanded everything smooth with some 220 grit sandpaper. And I use the same 220 grit to go over all of the surfaces that I'm going to be painting to scuff up the original finish and give my paint something to stick to. I'm just using a damp rag to remove any sanding dust that I created so that my next step primer will stick to the surface and not to the dust. Since I'm going to be painting this dresser in a light color and I want to seal in those porous hardware holes that I filled, I'm going to be using my favorite Bin shellac base primer and a 4-inch microfiber roller. I choose not to put this primer in my spray gun because it requires ammonia for cleanup. It's really sticky and messy to deal with, so my preference is a disposable roller. Once I got the first 2 coats of primer on, I noticed that I could still see the outline of the original hardware holes. Sometimes this happens and you need to work with a few layers, so I went and filled in a few spots again, sanded the filler smooth, and then went back with another coat of primer over top. I let all of my primer dry really well overnight and then went back with some 320 grit sandpaper just to smooth out any of the texture left behind by that roller. I've been getting a lot of questions about this magical plastic that I use to cover my drawers when I'm spraying to protect them from overspray. This is called Easy Mask. It comes in a roll. I get it at Lowe's. Basically, it's painter's tape with a plastic drop sheet attached. So I wrap it around all of my drawers and then pull it down to protect from any messy splatter. To paint this dresser, I'm going to be using Country Chic paint in a 50-50 mix of cheesecake and vanilla frosting. I added about 1/4 cup of water to my quart of paint to get a nice spraying consistency. I sprayed 3 full coats of paint over the entire piece. Once my paint had had 12 hours to dry fully, I went back and protected my piece with 2 coats of Country Chic's clear coat. Since Country Chic is a porous mineral paint, it's really important to seal it up, make it wipeable and durable for the long term. The new hardware that I chose for this piece is made by Richelieu. I buy this at Lowe's. I also picked up a handy Richelieu hardware template so that I could easily mark my new holes. And to bring these little furniture feet back to life, I'm using some of my favorite gold gilding wax from Michael's and just applying it with my finger. To give these dried out wood drawers a little day at the spa, I'm applying some Wise Owl furniture salve. This is gonna leave the drawers looking awesome and smelling divine.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for my...
Well, like all of my furniture flips, I'm completely obsessed with how it turned out. It's got kind of a modern 80s vibe now, I feel like. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave me a thumbs up, a comment if you feel so inclined. Remember to tap the subscribe button before you go, and I will catch you guys next time.